Hello and welcome everyone! Akon is by far one of the richest and most famous musicians on the planet. The American singer of Senegalese origin is indeed today at the head of a colossal fortune, which he earned through music, but also through extremely successful investments and lucrative business partnerships. The R&B star has indeed shown an unmistakable talent for business, which only makes his financial empire bigger. With his VIP credit card to the power of 10 and a bank account worthy of a Rothschild or a Rockefeller, Akon has enough to satisfy his every desire, even the craziest ones. So make yourself comfortable because today we're going to discover how Akon spends his millions. Let's get started! We will of course talk about Akon's huge fortune in this video, and especially about the way he spends it. However, we believe that a little presentation of the character is not optional, and a quick overview of the career of the young musician rich as Crescent can only put us even more in the mood. Akon, whose real name is Alioune Demela Akon Thiam Badara, was born on April the 16th, 1973 in St. Louis, Missouri, USA. His parents, both of Senegalese origin, decided to take him to the country to grow up so that the young boy could immerse himself in the culture and tradition of his people from an early age. Little Akon grew up under the sun of his ancestors, in a family that was very much in tune with religious traditions, but also passionate about music. Akon's father, Mor Thiam, worked as a percussionist, while his mother, Thiam Guye, is a dancer and musician by profession. During his childhood, bathed in the warm rays of the African sun, young Akon learned to play 5 musical instruments, including drums, guitar, and djembe. At the age of 7, the extended Thiam family returned to the United States, settling in Union City, New Jersey. Freshly arrived from Senegal, the young boy will have a hard time integrating with the rest of the children of his age, who have only ever known the lights of the big American cities. These difficulties will later lead him to the path of delinquency and to a clear path to prison. Indeed, the hip-hop star spent 3 long years behind the bars due to theft and trafficking of stolen cars. The fiery and rebellious teenager was in and out of jail, receiving more or less heavy sentences because of his young age, but also because of the total absence of violence in these crimes. It will, however, be these various sentences of imprisonment which contributed to forge to the singer his reputation of bad boy and criminal, 2 qualities very appreciated in the field of the American hip-hop. The young man finally decided to receive his childhood passion and that of his ancestors by launching himself into music. After a final 6-month prison sentence, after he was found in a stolen car in DeKalb County, Georgia, Akon had more than enough of this life of thuggery, which sooner or later will have very serious consequences. When he embarked on his uncertain music career, Akon had no idea how successful he would be, or how big an artistic and financial empire he would create. Released in the summer of 2004, his first album, Trouble, hit the charts worldwide, and his 2 singles, Locked Up and Lonely, were played over and over again on radio stations around the world, from Miami to Bogota and from Azerbaijan to Botswana. On most of his tracks, you can hear the sound of a prison cell door closing at the beginning, with Akon saying in the world, "convict," because the marketing strategy of the singer and his studio was based largely on the criminal past of the young Senegalese singer. And considering the huge success that it brought him, we can really say that this strategy was the right one. The second album of the young Senegalese rapper, Convicted, was released on November the 14th, 2006, and was also a huge success worldwide. It includes collaborations with the biggest names in the US rap industry, such as hip-hop heavyweights Eminem and Snoop Dogg. After only 6 weeks of its release, the album Convicted has sold more than 1 million copies in the United States and more than 1.3 million worldwide. By November the 20th, 2007, the album, which has since received triple platinum certifications, will have sold 3 million copies in the US, while more than 4 million copies will be sold worldwide. The legend Akon was born, and the young Senegalese American singer became the new king of US hip-hop. He then went on to release a series of albums and singles that were a hit every time, and almost all singers and musicians were clamoring for him to do a duet with them, or even to appear in one of their videos. Akon has become as iconic and influential as a figure as Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg in a short period of time, and artists know they can benefit from his brand. As a result, Akon is one of the most featured artists and appearances with other singers in the history of music industry. By becoming so famous and so influential, we can imagine that his bank account has also increased accordingly. And we can imagine, since the artist, who is 48 years old today, is at the head of a very nice fortune, evaluated according to some to more than $80 million. It is certainly very far from the account if we compare them with the billions of Jay-Z or Kanye West, but it remains that for someone who originally stole cars, it is an incredible success, especially since the self-made man seems well on his way to make his capital grow. Akon has indeed demonstrated irrefutable qualities in the business world, as evidenced by his many extremely profitable investments. Because in addition to his musical career and the sale of his albums, the singer with the sweet voice has launched into the pure and hard business and has put on the costume of the perfect businessman. Already in February 2007, Akon launched his own line of clothing with the evocative name of Convict Apparel. This last one proposes articles in the urban style, including jeans, t-shirts, and accessories, in which, as you inevitably suspect, are very, very expensive. As the company is doing very well, Akon decided to move on to a high-end version of men's and women's clothing called Allione Milano, which includes blazers, jeans, and other items that are literally overpriced. The sales of his brands of ready-to-wear clothes bring the Senegalese singer considerable sums of money, which come to inflate more his bank account, already very well provided. But it seems that Akon is aiming even higher in terms of profitable investments. So much so that some observers evoke a certain business megalomania in the rapper with the sweet voice. When stars want to buy expensive jewelry, they go directly to a big luxury jeweler. But Akon does not joke with the bling-bling and therefore decided to buy his own diamond mine. Yes, you heard very well, because the R&B singer owns a diamond deposit in South Africa, in which he picks up most of the big shiny stones he wears on stage. Akon is indeed known for his love of luxury and for his extremely lavish lifestyle, worthy of a great African prince of Wakanda. The Senegalese vocalist would like to create his own futuristic city in his country of origin, which would be named simply Akon City. Like the Wakanda of the movie Black Panther, the city will be entirely based on advanced technology and will have a cryptocurrency that he himself founded and named Akon as an exclusive payment method. Akon City will be a huge city that is expected to have tall skyscrapers, huge shopping malls, as well as technology center, and will have the capacity to host millions of tourists from all over the world. This pharaonic project is supposed to cost a mere $6 billion and benefits from the considerable support of the Senegalese government. This last one sees there indeed a golden opportunity to make known Senegal on the international scene, and to increase its prestige as a young African nation extremely promising. Akon intends to carry out this project and does not deny it, even when he is treated to have fallen into megalomania. With his virtual currency project, the Akon, and his mega metropolis of the future, the interpreter of Mr. Lonely wants to boost African economies and integrate young Africans in the global economic movement. Obviously, the return on investment may well be up to the efforts made by Akon, and he is well on his way to winning the jackpot with this pharaonic project. This will allow the Senegalese singer to continue to live the sweet existence of millionaire that he lives since he acquired this prestigious status. As you may have guessed, Akon leads a real dolce vita made of insane purchases of expensive cars and places, and jet-set parties where he shows off his most gleaming jewels and the biggest bundles of money. Akon is also known for owning a luxury home in Alfeda, a town in Georgia, USA. The sublime property, which reportedly cost him a cool $1.65 million, has 6 master bedrooms, 8 elegant bathrooms, a spa, a swimming pool, an aristocratic fireplace, and a media room. The palace also has a comfortable library, bar, and dining room that can seat as many as 12 people. But as if one house wasn't enough, the smooth-voiced vocalist spent $2.68 million on a second home in Atlanta, also in the same state, which is no match for his main house in terms of luxury and amenities. These two luxurious mansions are both equipped with large garages fitted out to accommodate the many cars and dream cars of the singer, because the interpreter of Smack That has a beautiful collection of cars, all more hallucinating the ones than the others. Among the most beautiful toys of this collection, we find a Porsche Panamera V8 entirely customized to the taste of the star of R&B, and for which he paid more than $78,000. The Senegalese singer also owns a white Ferrari 458 Italia, which he bought for more than $60,000, as well as a Lamborghini Murcielago Roadster and a large SUV of the prestigious brand Darts Prombon. As a great fan of Lamborghini and especially the Gallardo, as he showed in the clip of Smack That, Akon owns a Gallardo Akon, which is also one of the most expensive vehicles he owns, costing about $200,000. As we could see, Akon is a millionaire who leads the sweet life of the rich and powerful people. The Senegalese singer, born in poverty, offers himself today everything he could ever want. But besides that, the singer with the sweet voice does not forget his miserable origins, and thus multiplies the philanthropic actions in favor of the Black continent. His initiative, Akon Light in Africa, for example, aims to develop the electrification of Africa through solar energy, and already 15 sub-Saharan countries benefit from this program. Akon has also created his own charity for underprivileged children in Africa, which he has called Confidence Foundation, with the letter K for confidence in a nut to his iconic signature. And if his Akon City project goes according to plan, hundreds of thousands of people will benefit from new jobs and opportunities thanks to him. And that's it for today. What do you think of Akon's incredible financial and artistic success? And what do you think about the Senegalese singer's amazing investment project and his commitment to the continent of his ancestors? Tell us in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to put a like and subscribe and activate the notifications.